always.
Can you see it now?
Colleagues,
4.
Can you see my screen?
the answer is what?
4.
Oh,
Okay, so 4 is saying that within a shell, the p orbital is at higher energy than the s
Okay.
orbital. So this is what we discussed in one of the questions on top.
What I was
The
saying is
next
that
one,
if you have a cell here, so this
the
cell,
next one is saying
the same cell
the nitrogen atom has
of the
two lone pairs of electrons in the 2s orbital,
this cell
one
is
lone
the
pair
guy.
of electrons in the 2p
What
orbital, three unpaired electrons in the third shell, a
responsible
mass number of 14, a valence of 3. What's the
this
answer there?
pose for repeat. Uh, usually
Someone to give us an answer?
cell membrane. So that's its function.
Yes, colleagues.
Is there. The storage, what's the function of the okay.
What's the answer there? Okay, so basically, in short, we don't know which nitrogen we are referring to here. Um, we don't know which nitrogen they they are simply talking about. No wonder the fifth option has an advantage in terms of being the answer as compared to the fourth option. Let's go to number 35. Choose the statement that is true about the atomic number. It is the number of electrons in the nucleus. It is the number of electrons in the shell. It is the number of protons. It is the number of. So we are talking of the atomic number. Basically, the
Yeah,
answer is simply 3. It is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom. This is something that we have already learned. The bond between nitrogen and chlorine ion is known as an ionic bond since it's involving
it
a
is that
metal and a non-metal, of which
always
sodium is a
supposed
metal, and then chlorine is a non-metal. So the reason why we are having it to be an ionic bond is because of the big difference in terms of electronegativity. So the electronegativity between these two guys is very
to function of
big. As a
cell.
result, the base bond that can be there, it is an ionic bond which is involving the losing and gaining of electron.
Oh, okay,
The
then
atomic number of a given element is just the number of protons. So sometimes they might not use protons, sometimes they can just simply use the number of electrons, provided that the question the has put a neutral atom. Isotope are atoms that have the same
yeah, that's
atomic number, proton number, but different nuclear number or mass number. So basically, the answer here is simply the C.
the
So the
function.
difference in isotopes, it rises from
You are also like
the
to like
nuclear number,
that
the
was
number of neutron, and also the number of the
so
mass number. But when it comes to the atomic number is the same, and
yeah,
also the atomic number is the same, and
yeah,
also the proton number is the same.
steroids. We have two
The
main
element which has the mass number
which are
12 and atomic, I think this one we did it in the previous revision class, of which our answer we settled for was the carbon.
we are doing
The region of an atom which can be filled with one or more electron is known as the
okay.
atomic orbital. So
Imagine
these questions which I'm solving are the questions whereby we discuss the explanation.
which
So it's either we discuss the explanation today or in the previous
yes,
session where we looked at question 1 to 30. So that's the reason why I'm not allowing you to ask. And any explanation about an orbital, I feel like we delivered most of there. You expect an electron to be, and of which the
So in order for us to do this, we're supposed to
energy which an electron is possessing as it is in the orbital is known as the kinetic energy. And this is making this electron not to be what? Not to be in a fixed position, but in a mobile position. As a result, the the position of an electron
so apangatuza utwakiriza
energy level is totally dependent on the what? Is
tuzayana
totally dependent on the
so most
is totally dependent
zaja
on the
matuza function ya watu
is totally dependent on the energy that it possesses.
mshungai kansole
Okay,
matuza triglyceride who's attributing triglyceride ni
I
energy
think we can move. We can make progress.
it is actually
For the second shell of an atom to be stable, it must have, remember guys, we talked about this, which is just 8. We talked about this.
yeah, so it means they have a like cancel
Which of the following substance has a polar covalent bond between them?
why wanna
Which
so
one has a polar covalent bond? We haven't talked about this. Can someone give me
you have to like identify
the response?
like some details on it. Imagine unaweza okay, okay, hii mwanga wa
C.
triglyceride single stable so
It's what? C.
C.
Why C? Why C?
Because is the only one containing non-metals which have different electronegativities. The methyl group is carbon and hydrogen, of which they both have the same electronegativity.
from the cell membrane by
Yeah. Oh, not really the same for the methyl group. It's not really the same electronegativity, but they are almost the same. So mostly the bond between C and H is negligible. We normally don't consider it to be a polar.
belongs to which class of
Which of the following substance contains an ionic bond? I think we have already mentioned the sodium chloride. So in this particular case, the question has become the answer.
where do you think this
Which of the following is true about the type of bond in liquid water? Did we do water last time? Did we touch any question on water?
cholesterol belongs to
No.
the
Okay, then you guys are able to respond. Yes, so number 44, what do you think is the answer?
because we have two major like classes where steroids where we have we have what two
Yes, colleagues, what's your answer?
which are what
Sir, maybe you can zoom your screen.
these are the only
The way it's not.
Oh,
C.
you can't see.
so you
It's
also
what?
understand this point.
C.
C.
Like
C.
All right.
doing something like
See, water contains both polar covalent bond and the hydrogen bond. So what's making you to pick C? Because of the fact that we are talking about liquid water. So when you talk of liquid water, it's having a lot of water molecules, plenty water molecules. And these water molecules are held together by the hydrogen bond. But if you get just a water molecule alone, the only bond that you're going to see are the polar covalent bond, of which the polarity is coming because of the difference in electronegativity between hydrogen and the oxygen.
fatty acids
I think that
saturated and
has been
saturated as what we
explained. So our answer is C, like what everyone has stated. Number 45. Which of the following substance does not have hydrogen bond?
so for this reason
Which one does not have a hydrogen bond?
unsaturated fatty acids it is even able like to react with other
Yes,
things
colleagues.
which can
Which one doesn't have an hydrogen bond?
So that
I
bond is
think B.
electrons there.
Why are you saying B? What is B exactly?
Anything because of the same electrons there,
Glyceride.
which can react with.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know that electrons are the one which are involved in chemical bonding. So the best answer there was B, which says double bond.
Yes, what is B? Well, give us an explanation. You're correct, yes. But can we have an explanation?
Okay.
So I think all these substances have hydrogen bond. That's why I've gone for glyceride.
I want something special about glyceride. Yes, you're correct. What you're saying is correct.
Agnes,
But can we have a proper explanation on that?
you are the first one to answer this question, which says saturated
The
fat
lipids.
usually
Okay, the lipids, that's one of the parts.
yeah,
So the first thing is you identify the molecule, isn't it? For this question, you identify a molecule. So the molecule you have identified is a lipid. Then once you identify the molecule, you need to look at the characteristics. So the characteristics we are talking about is they are not fully soluble, isn't it? They are not fully soluble, but they are able to interact with water, such that their head is able to interact with water, whereas their tail has a long chain of hydrocarbon, which makes them not to be what? Not to be polar.
we are
As a
the
result,
we are
lipids are said to be amphipathic.
for the first time when you
So
go say
glycerides are amphipathic and not hydrophobic. So for something to be hydrophobic, it means that it is polar or it has a dipole moment, right? So in this case, lipids are lacking those things, or it has a charge. And when you talk of lipids, they don't have a charge. That's the explanation you need to give when you ask that question.
uh,
46.
we have
Choose
Cecilia
the theory which is arranged in order of decreasing strength.
I'm on you.
Yes. Anyone to give us the answer?
Cecilia
C.
See, so the strongest bond that you need to know is a covalent bond. And basically, when you talk of the covalent bond, there are two types, isn't it? There is a polar and a non-polar. And you can classify amongst the two which one is stronger as compared to the other. Okay? Of which the one which is having equal sharing of electron is the one which is strong. So you have the polar, hydrogens are strong because of the fact that when they are together, it's very hard to break them. No wonder water has a large surface tension, water has a high heat, high latent heat, water has a high heat affinity, water has a high latent heat of evaporation, water has a large surface tension. All those things are falling under hydrogen bond because of their strength when they are together. In short, they are the bonds that portray the power of unity in everything. So if you're just united, it's there is nothing that can.
it's the liquid at room
Compare the
temperature.
time.
One of the
Okay,
examples
I'm broke.
oil what
It's
is
been long I saw that message.
one of the examples
I want to change friends.
they usually come. They
I've been emphasizing on this issue since on changing friends, but
Allah.
it's like you guys are not taking me serious. I
stay
want to teach.
so steric acid is an
You know,
example
the advantage of me being your friend is that I'll
unsaturated
even be teaching you,
oil. So it is a liquid at room
I'll
temperature.
even be telling you stories,
Number
depending on your mood.
of
If you are ready, I can comfort you. If you want to cry, I can cry with you.
temperature.
If you are happy,
Steric
I'll be
acid
happy with you.
is as what?
You
As
get.
Dog kutumuarida.
steric acid exists
The
as
only benefit I want is money. That's all.
Okay, ndirengo twala mtumina 5 zari.
Oh boy.
Mm-mm.
Kasi, it is
You're not my friend for me to cry.
so
Okay, let me log out and log in.
olive oil, and we don't see that
Alex is in the meeting.
oil, liquid. For that,
Nah,
we don't understand that these unsaturated
Excel na poa.
being
Hey, Alex, uko meeting.
go low at boiling point. You can easily like boil and it's just
Alex, you should inbox me.
the same.
There's someone who dropped a story in my inbox about you. I don't know how true it is, so I just want to confirm.
High boiling
That's another advantage of being with me as your friend.
No problem.
Okay,
to understand it.
the screen is back, colleagues.
So
Until we reach on questions, kiss time.
we can proceed.
Then we can call it a night. The electrons involved in chemical reaction are always found in the outermost shell of an electron. This one we discussed it in the previous class. When oxygen is involved in a chemical reaction, it's dash, so atomic number increases, no, because the atomic number remains the same due to the fact that protons, they don't take part in the chemical reaction. So the only answer we can have for this question is E, which is saying the atomic number remains.
Wilfrida, I'm on you.
So this is for question number 15.
Why
Can go to question number 51.
which element
Number 51.
so repeat that absent?
I'm going to send the video. Number 51. An ion with 15 protons, 16 neutrons, and a charge of -3 has an atomic number of. I think we discussed the question that looks like that. So the atomic number doesn't change, meaning that we are just going to have the same 15. This question is similar to a question we did last time, just that the previous one, they gave us the mass number and nothing else.
Element which is present in
Number 52,
phosphorus.
the maximum number of electrons that can occupy the first shell of an atom is. Can someone give us the answer of this one?
The maximum
We
number
just discussed the second shell. We never discussed the first shell.
To
So the first shell, how many electrons do you expect?
kindly answer me.
2.
2. And which orbital do you expect then?
I can even read it out.
S orbit.
One S orbit.
In the team says, limpid, use
Okay.
the gram
the
that
orbital is
So we just have 2 electrons here.
the
Is there anyone who is feeling behind?
limpid,
The
use
orbital.
more
Okay, no one.
grams that
You use the video in case of cases.
we have carbohydrates.
So these videos, when I send them, go through them. They will help you in terms of your tests, because we are touching on the ideas for biology. We are touching on the ideas. So make sure that you get the point. So number 53,
Okay.
the orbital is of the second shell of an atom are
G, what you have to understand.
the orbitals
You have
of the second shell of an atom are.
store energy.
Well, there is 2, isn't it?
We have protein which is like store energy.
Which is D.
Then we have
2s, 2px, 2py, 2p. Which one is the answer here?
Gerard.
2 covalent single bonds. No,
Younger
it
question.
is 2 double bonds, because carbon dioxide looks like this.
Oh, the
And then
following.
there is another guy this side, another oxygen which is this side. So carbon dioxide looks like this. That's why A is not correct. So the answer here is just C. Like I've said, I'll send the video. Okay, I think we are done, guys. The next topic we'll be revising is water, and those are the multiple choice
What type
of water. So we'll start with water. So atomic structure, I have delivered part of it.